Hello, it's Leslie here. Today I'm going to review these unique bib shorts by Q36.5. You can see they were Red Dot winner 2021. So they are made in Italy. They come in this rather strange packaging. It opens up like that, and then it opens like a flower. So I actually don't like the packaging much because it's not very useful to me. I would have preferred to see it come in like a shoebox or something that I can with thick cardboard, or something nice quality that I can reuse, but hey. So it comes like that. There's also, it's pretty heavy on the ink as well, so a lot of packaging these days is going just like bare cardboard with minimal ink. So the actual shorts come wrapped in this elastic strap here, which I actually sold the last one of these as a black armband on eBay for $20 and got $20 back from that. So they come with this strange eco dry information sheet, so it appears that they're being coated in some sort of water repellent fabric made in Switzerland, adding to the cost. And also they come with this little booklet here, which I mean, it's a nicely designed booklet, you know. So that's comes with it there. And lastly, it comes with the hang tag with a lot of information on it. Okay, so that's that. So the shorts are here. First, I'll discuss my kind of perceptions of the comfort. Yes, they are comfortable. I'll discuss how they're made first, with like the features, I guess, and how it's done, and then later discuss about the value, or the whether I think it's worth it for you to get them or not, and just how expensive they are. So, were they comfortable? I've ridden them only twice, and apparently, I was reading on the last page here of the booklet, it says that, please note that here, it will reach maximum comfort after 10 washes. So perhaps keep that in mind. So, they are comfortable. I think the most comfortable regions for me were the back region, with the way the back goes, the lumbar support, or whatever you want to call it. I felt they weren't too tight there. Above the groin, they are very nice there. Previously, I've had a pair of Castelli shorts, which the seam made me get a rash there, where that's one of the most sensitive areas of skin, is above the groin, below the belly button. So they were comfortable there. The legs were comfortable, although they felt a little bit tight, but I think that's fine. And compression style. And the straps were comfortable as well. The straps did... I'll just explain this. The straps did actually sort of bunch up a little bit. They didn't remain flat like these other straps on these other straps on another Q36.5 thing. These straps actually rolled up a bit on my shoulder. Perhaps that's because I have fat on my skin and they rolled up. Anyway, having said that, I noticed that even though they rolled up, they didn't seem to dig in as much as other shorts that have rolled up. So the pad itself was comfortable. I felt the groin was a little bit tight, but not as tight as other pants that I've had. I have had a another set of pants, the Super Leggera ones from Castelli. They are woven. I had to eventually get rid of those because they were just too tight for me to wear, so I sold those. So getting back to those, let's have a look at how they are made. I'll just say, before I get into that as well, what I found was, after I came home from the first bike ride, I didn't actually take them off. Normally, as soon as I get home and put my bottles away and take my helmet off and my gloves off, I will take off the top half. I'll take off my top and then take off the bib straps, and then perhaps leave my shorts on for half an hour and then change those later after I've cooled down a bit. So this time I actually just left the bib straps there because they weren't that uncomfortable, and had dinner wearing the bib straps. So that was a bit strange, but there you go. So they are comfortable. So let's have a look at the actual pants themselves. Now, first off, the other thing is, I wouldn't have actually probably bought these if I didn't have this YouTube channel. So I mainly bought this to share my experiences with these pants, which are bloody expensive, and share it with you because these haven't been reviewed before, and to try and grow my YouTube channel because I have to try and review things that haven't been reviewed to expand. So, okay, on with it. Okay, so the pad is a little bit different to the last ones that I had. There's a bit of a hair there. The last pad on the 3/4 length ones, so it looks a little bit different but similar. So it's got this cross thing going on. It's got very nice stitching around the edge, and it's all been cut very well, all nicely around. I noticed the Castelli it all looks more like zigzags. So it's all very nicely cut. They appear to be holes in the pad, and I think it's quite dense. So I didn't notice the pad when I went. As soon as you get on down the road, I thought this is just how it should be. Not too soft, not too hard. So that was good. I did notice when I went for my ride yesterday and went back to these, it wasn't quite as comfortable. So, okay. So they have this feature here at the front, which is sort of similar to some sort of ASOS pants. So they've got this region for the men's groin, which is nice. Although, as I said, it's a tiny bit tight down there. Okay, they've got this, I think they've got this cutout thing there. The others aren't that pronounced there. So they've got some sort of cutout along there. That's nice. Now, on to the seams. So it does say they're seamless. That's not quite true because there are seams in this garment. There's just a lot less of them, and what there aren't so irritating. They're not so thick. So I guess it's kind of like, if you've ever worn your underpants inside out, they are actually more comfortable that way. Wearing men's under, I don't know about women's because they're a bit thinner, but, well, I wouldn't know, I haven't tried them on, but they look thinner. So I've tried underpants on inside out and they're more comfortable. So it feels a bit like that. So let's have a look at the seams up close. So there seems to be two main seams down the side of the garment, and they look like this. Yeah. So there is a seam, and it's not exactly flat. It's connected, and the other side is here. Let's have a look. So that's how it looks. But here's the thing. When you look at it up close, and I'll stretch it and look at it up close, it appears, so I'm stretching it here like this, there's no actual there's no actual thread being used. So, you see that? There's no actual thread, so it's been kind of thermo bonded together or ultrasonic welded or something. No actual thread. I forgot to check whether there are any marks on me after I came home. Maybe I'll do that and write that in the comments. So, that's nice. The front section is nice. Here's the front like that. That has seams on it, though that one there has a more conventional seam there. What else? Now, the straps are this double kind of mesh. The straps, look. Alright, let me just get it to focus. Focus. It doesn't like focusing on this stuff. Well, anyway, this stuff here is a very fine mesh that's sort of dual thickness. So, and at the back, it kind of has this overlap. I felt that was kind of nice. These very thin, lightweight mesh. Definitely not as hot and tight as I have another pair of ASOS GT Mill pants that I got. These are older pants that I got on sale recently. Those pants are sort of very tight at the back. You can definitely feel them and they don't seem to disappear. These kind of disappear after a while. They become sort of invisible, so that's nice. Let's see, the actual tag here, even the tag is made of kind of like a very silk satin type of, there's attention to detail everywhere. So you can see I got the L size. Although that's not in the middle, is it? The L. Okay. Oh, but that's in the middle, the other side, look. See? Q36.5. Okay, so look, forget that. I'll show you the stitches around the edge here as well. They are kind of this nice zigzag. It's all been trimmed very well, okay? So it's got that, then it's got the other thing to the front. Where is it? No. It's got this other tag on there. This sort of thing, which seems to be a bit of a plasticky material, which I'm not that keen on. And it's got on the leg this type of thing, which has been glued on. And on the back, it's got this thing. Now, because there's been storage, it's curling up a bit. There you go. Apparently, there's a silver threads in the back there. I thought they were actually Dyneema, but reading the little booklet, they're apparently pure silver threads to help with the antibacterial properties. I think we've come to the time now to test out the water resistance of these things. So I've got the leg there, and I have a little egg cup here of water. So I'm going to just pour that on. I haven't done this test before, so we'll see. Does appear to be a bit waterproof. So they are water repellent, I would say. Yes. So that's it there. It's not actually wet. So that's good. What else? So that's that. I've spoken about this. So I think the thing is, they felt a bit tight around the crotch, and I didn't like the way the dual mesh straps kind of rolled up. I tried to put them flat and they would always roll up. So I actually prefer these straps on the cheaper model. So, so on to the price and whether I think it's worth it. Would I buy them again? No, I probably wouldn't buy them again because, as I said, I'm mainly buying them for this review and to grow my channel. I think they're obviously very expensive. I think they're only worth it for you if you're actually very successful in life. I read somewhere that only millionaires can afford them and everything. I don't think that's necessarily true. But I mean, I have all the bikes that I want, and I haven't bought like new frames for maybe 10 or 15 years. You know, I personally don't drink alcohol that much, or I don't take any drugs, so I don't go out partying. I save a lot of money. Most of my money I spend on bike stuff. I don't actually go traveling anymore, and so I can save money from other regions and spend it a bit, you know, like disposable income on other things. So I think though that if you're young and you're a student, just don't get them. It's not worth it. There's plenty of other nicer shorts. I mean, those are 5 times more expensive than some other nice sort of shorts, aren't they? So, you know, there's plenty of other things, upgrades I'd recommend sooner than those. Perhaps, say, a carbon handlebar or a seat post or a nice seat. They're even just as expensive as that 3D printed saddle from, is it Specialized or no, Physique. They're even more expensive than that carbon fiber 3D printed saddle. So it's almost like when I bought them, got them home and opened everything up, I was like, is this all there is? I've just spent $500 or more on a pair of shorts. Maybe if you're the type of person to buy Pierre Cardin suits or something, and you're already, you know, I think women tend to spend more on clothes, don't they, than men. So some of their dresses and things can cost hundreds, if not thousands. Okay, so I'm not used to spending that much on clothes, however. So and I don't have a very good income at the moment, so it was a lot for me. I was going to say something else. Hopefully what I was going to say comes back to me. Oh, that's right. I recently went to the dentist and I had a wisdom tooth extracted. And that cost me 750 Australian dollars, and that was the discounted price. All I got was a clean and a tooth extracted, and that cost $750. So it's all kind of relative. I would far sooner buy these pants than pay $750 to have a tooth extracted. So there you go. Having said that, there's plenty of other things that I like and want, and if I have that sort of, like, if I have money on that in future, I won't be buying them again. I'd rather just have $500 sitting in the bank account. I kind of recommend you to get these if you're kind of richer than average, and if you're poorer than average, I would say, well, don't get them. So I don't think there's anything wrong with companies charging a lot of money, because, I mean, for their products, obviously they are very well made, and not all shorts are like that. So good luck to them. I don't hope they fail or anything. In fact, I wish them all the success in the world. So there's nothing also wrong with, like, we live in a capitalist society, and I don't have a problem with people charging a lot of money. It's trying to get the rich people, the richer, the 1%, to spend their money and distribute it a little bit to slightly poorer people to even out the wealth a little bit. Having said that, there's some companies, however, that I don't like as much, such as Rafa and Silka, which seem to be charging premium prices, and their products aren't as made as well as say Q36.5. So I like some brands that, like say, for example, Q36.5. I like them as a brand. I wouldn't buy all their stuff though, but I like them as their brand because they seem very innovative. I don't like Rafa, which just seems to have a funky logo, and that's who I'm comparing them with, because that's the sort of target market. I don't like Rafa because I haven't bought Rafa, but I just don't think they're worth it. Maybe if Rafa wants to send me something, I can review it. So I think if you're in the lower income brackets, then my advice to you is just plain don't get them. They are not worth it. There's far more other things you could spend your money on, that you can make your money go further on other things, or even save it. Nobody says you have to spend all your money. You could even save it, which is a wise thing to do. If you're successful, maybe you're a CEO or a director or manager or a general manager, and life has become a bit jaded and you want something nice as a reward, then yes, it's nice to get nice things, and you may look forward to getting them, and that's fine. And that is kind of what I'm saying here. If you know what you like, if you're already looking at these and you're considering it and you can afford it, say you have $50,000 in the bank account, then, or 50 million, then go right ahead and buy them, because I think they're nice. I would like to see a little bit, I kind of think there's a lot of marketing fluff. When you read the booklet, where's the booklet? I have a science background, so, there's a lot of I did feel this kind of second skin feel, that it eventually becomes a bit, you don't notice that you're wearing it, and I started daydreaming on my bike ride. There's this marketing stuff in there, which I think, well, okay, but stimulating venous return. Like, for example, here. Pure silver thread has been introduced into this area, not only for its antibacterial and conductive properties, but also for its electromagnetic field blocking properties, allowing the muscles to work without impediments. Well, I don't think so. So, I think they're a nice pair of shorts. I wouldn't buy them again. I would buy these again. I am going to buy one last pair of shorts. I wish they were a little bit cheaper, like $250 rather than $300. But these are on another level again. It's crazy. And at one point I was like, what have I done? So what I would like to see, if you ask me, is I'm very curious about how they're made. I would like to see more videos of the construction. I know that's probably not going to happen because they're very secretive about how they're made, but I'm actually curious. It's one company I would love to go and see how they're made at the factory and then go for a ride in the Dolomite Mountains. That's what I'd like to do. But, you know, I'd like to see how they're actually made. You know, more. The other thing I say is, I forgot to explain this. The last thing, and then I will go, is they have a very tight thread count. So they seem to be more like a woven thread fabric than a knit. Yes, I was right the first time. They seem to be more of a woven fabric than the traditionally knitted lycra fabric. So let's see if we can get this to focus. Let's have a look. It's got to focus. It's got to. Come on. It's extremely high density fabric. Oh, my camera's playing up. Come on. It doesn't want to do it because it's almost like trying to focus on a. It doesn't want to focus. There's nothing to focus on essentially. It won't focus. Let's try and focus on this grey bit. No, it's not doing it for me. I'm sorry about that. It doesn't want to focus. The thread count is extremely high. It has this kind of woven aspect to it. Although because it's so thin, it's stretchy enough. Yeah, it's not as tight as the other shorts that I wore that were similar, have this similar woven, the super leggera ones from Castelli. I sold those for two reasons. The super leggera ones I'm talking about here. I sold those because one, that the crotch was too tight because they're woven and they're not knitted, and two, because they were taking too long to put on, and I never put them on because I knew they were going to take a bit longer than I'm very lazy, and so. But I haven't felt that way about these. So there you go, that's my review of those. You know, it's turned out to be quite a long video, so I hope I've been some sort of a help for you working out whether you're going to buy them or not. So that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Bye.